All right, all right, all right. Good evening. It is day 12 of 28 days of self love, and we're still rocking and rolling. Still rocking and rolling. Let me start off by giving a National Suicide Lifeline number, and that number is 1 800 273 8255. Again, the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline number is 1 800 273 8255. On tonight, we are again day 12 of 28 days of self love. And if no one has told you, let me let you know that you are necessary, you are needed, and you are loved. We're going to jump straight into day 12, which is embrace your mistakes. So, embrace your mistakes. First, I want to let you know that we are all human, and yes, we will all make a mistake. We've made mistakes in the past, and as long as we're living, we will continue to make mistakes. Now, what we do when we make those mistakes, that's what's important. So, I just wanted to go down a list of things that we can do when we know that we've made a mistake and how we can move on and grow from it. So, the first thing we need to do is not allow the mistake to define us. A lot of times we can make a mistake and we will allow that to define who we are. And we'll take on that thing and then we will continue to act as if we're the mistake rather than who we are. So don't let the mistake define you. We must acknowledge our mistake. Yeah, own up to the thing that we've done wrong. And when you make a mistake, try to admit it as soon as possible. So a lot of times you don't own up to the thing that you've done. And that, of course, is a mistake in itself. It causes more harm than good. So admit up to your mistake as soon as possible. Then you can analyze your mistake. Like take a step back, look at it, look to see what were some things that you have done wrong in this instance. And think about what you've done for the sake of acknowledgement and learning what you did wrong, not for the purpose of beating yourself up. That's not what you're looking at, taking a step back and look at it for. But you have to make sure that you're keeping a learning mindset. If we are trying to not to make the same mistake again, what we can do again is take a step back and look at what you've done and learn from it. Find the lesson in it and make a plan to apply the lesson. So again, we all make mistakes. We are all human. When we make those mistakes, we need to find the lesson in the mistake and make a plan to apply the lesson learned. And after applying what you've learned, after some time, reflect on your progress. Reflect on your progress. See, hey, how am I doing in this area? And then I want to remind you that because we're all human and we all make mistakes, let go of the fear of future failure. So, a lot of times, after we've made a mistake or done something wrong, we have a tendency to fear failure. And failure is not something that we ought to fear. Failure helps us to grow. So, failure is not always a negative thing. And then, lastly, is to view the mistake as an opportunity. Now, sometimes there are different levels to mistakes, and you can of course do something to be an offense to someone else in the mistake that you've made. So again, in that instance, you want to make sure that you quickly acknowledge your mistake, make it right, apologize, learn from it, move from it, analyze your growth, and then continue to apply that lesson that you've learned. Reflect on it for the purpose of acknowledging and learning, not holding yourself in contempt, like just beating yourself up over and over and over again for a mistake that you've made. Again, we're all human. Now, a mistake is something that you did that you didn't intentionally do. So that's what a mistake is, when you've done something that you didn't mean to do, or you didn't have the knowledge of to do it properly. So once we've learned what to do or what not to do, that's something that we need to walk in. If you're still doing the same thing and you know that it's an offense or it's something that you shouldn't do, it's no longer a mistake. That's just you've made a decision to do the thing. So that's what I wanted to share with you on tonight. That is day 12. Embrace your mistakes, learn from them, grow from them, move on from them, allow you to be a better person by embracing them, and allow yourself to be loved in that area. If no one has told you yet today, let me be the very first to say, I love you. You all have a great evening, and you will see me on tomorrow night for day 13. All right. Have a great one.